Alright folks, this is part 2. I'm going to show you guys how to upload information into the different content areas. Content areas are pretty much already outlined for you. All you really have to do is just plug and place. Just put stuff inside of it. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So if you want to add an introduction, click on introduction. You can either upload some sort of introduction, or you can copy and paste something you already typed up on Word into your introduction, and it's fairly simple. All you have to do is click on text and image and just type into the space provided and introduction. For an example, I am a great leader. I like it. I'm going to save and return back to the main screen. And remember when I said you can check your preview to actually see what it looks like. So hit preview. And this is what your introduction looks like. So every time you add or modify your page, it'll automatically update your home page. So you can just simply close this out from the browser and you're back in. If you want to upload something, pretty straightforward. You go to attachments, upload from computer, and you can actually just drag and drop, any kind of document in there. Drag and drop it in there. Hit start upload. It's pretty quick. Upload and close. It's in there. You can view it if you want to, edit it, delete it, save, and when you're done with it, just hit save and return. And it's in there. So you have the text that you put in there, I'm a great leader, or whatever you want to type in there. Or you can upload something in there as well. I mean, I would do both. Just make sure you have a little backup, but you can do whatever you want to do. Move down to resume. Now for my resume, I actually went to text and image, clicked on that, actually copied and pasted my resume right inside this little Word function here. And then I also attached my resume as well. So you follow the process for attachments. Pretty straightforward. Come down to leadership plans. Now I uploaded both of my leadership plans, the one that we did with Dr. Curtis, the first one, the revised one from Dr. Curtis. I'll put that one in there. And then I updated my leadership plan, and I forwarded everybody a copy of my updated leadership plan, and I just simply attached it to that section right here. Pretty straightforward, so you guys can do that. Field hour documentation. Now I'll show you what I put in this section. I went to attachments, upload it from my computer. So now in this section, you're going to upload artifacts that substantiate your hours. So I'm going to go to my file, and I'm going to go to my internship documents, and I'm going to go to year 1, and I'm going to upload my Excel file documenting my year 1 summary. And I'm pretty sure that I forwarded this Excel file to everybody. If not, just email me and I'll get it out to you. You upload that. And for me, I did my internship at Tech, and I did it at the James M. Groves Adult High School. So I got a letter from Dr. Denby to substantiate the work that I did at the high school. So I'm going to upload that as well. And there's my letter from Dr. Denby. Someone grab it. I'm sorry. So I uploaded that. So upload and close. So I'm going to go back to upload from computer. So I'm going to go to my letter from Dr. Denby. And I'm going to drag and drop it in there. Upload it. Upload and close. and both of those documents are in there. So I'm going to do is hit save and return, and they're in there. So I'm going to move down to the next one, which is reflections on activities with the standards. Now this section is a little complicated, and it took me a while to actually figure it out. So for your reflections, those DARs, you're going to put a DAR in each standard. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, and just follow along, is you're going to need to add the standards for each section. Okay, you're going to have to manually include the standards for each section or standard that's already here. So we're going to start with vision. So we can either click on vision or just select edit section. So we're in standard 1. So now we have to find all the standards for ELIC standard 1. So you go to standards, and we need to make sure you select the correct standards to choose from. So we're going to come here. I already made this selection, but you click on the drop down menu, then you search for the EDD course. So it'll be WILMU Educational Leadership Standards. So I'm in the EL track. Some people are in the higher ed learning, and some people are in the organizational leadership. So I'm just going to select EL standards. Go. Now this is where it gets a little funky on this part. So since we're in standard 1, we want to go to standard 1. Click on go to next level. Now we need to make sure we select standard element. So we need to input every element in standard 1. Alright guys, so just bear with me. It's kind of confusing, but we're going to click. So we're working in standard 1. So we have to input standard 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. So we're going to do each one at a time. It's kind of tedious. So we click on, and we're in standard 1.1. So we have to make sure we input the content knowledge as well as the professional leadership skills. So all you do is just click on next level. I've already selected it, but you hit select all. So now we have to go back to content knowledge. Now we have to select professional leadership skills. So click on that. Again, I've already selected it, so I'll just select it again. So now we have standard 1, 1.1 in already. So now we have to include 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. So it's kind of tedious, so we're going to go back to standard 1. Now we're going to click on 1.2. Same thing. So we're going to make sure we put the content knowledge inside there. Select all. Now we got to go back and get the professional leadership skills. Click on that. Select all. Now we want to make sure we include standard 1.3 and 1.4. So we're going to do the same thing for 1.3. So click on the 1.3. Click on content knowledge. Select all. Go back to content knowledge, and we want to make sure we get the professional leadership skills as well. Select all. So we have 1.3. All we have is one more left. So we're going to go back to 1.3. Scroll down and select 1.4. So make sure we get both content knowledge and professional leadership as well. So we're going to click on that. That's the only one in there for 1.4, apparently. Okay, so we're going to go back and add the professional leadership skills for 1.4. Select that, and we're going to select all, and we have all our selections. So now we're done with standard 1. So we want to go back and make sure, see, we're in standard 1. I want to make sure we go back to view selections just to make sure we have all of them. But if you go in here and you look at it, you can't really see anything. So we have to go up here and change our display. So we want to go to show full descriptors so we can see exactly what we selected. So we have obviously standard 1, we got all of 1.1, we got the content knowledge for 1.1, we have the professional leadership skills for 1.1, we have it for 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. So we're done with standard 1. Save and return. So now we repeat the process for the next standards. So I'm gonna show you guys how to actually upload your DARs, your reflections, inside the different standards. And I'm going to make a separate video for that. So this will end step 2.